Hey Sunshines, welcome to class. So today is day 4 of our self-love yoga series dedicated to you. Today's theme is all about nourishment. Nourishment comes in many forms. It can be from the oil you put in your hair or your beard, the moisturizer you put on your face and skin, the food that we put in our bodies, or the physical activity that we get. Even the things that we consume in the form of content, like TV or music, all of that can be nourishing to you. As we go through today's flow, I want you to sink deep into the postures and find nourishment at the center of yourself. Let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to start in a standing position. Come to the top of your mat for Tadasana mountain pose. Feet are either hip distance apart or together, touching. Hands down by your side, palms facing forward. Tailbone tucked and core engaged. Gaze is forward. Just hold it here and take a few deep breaths. Inhale and let it out. One more time, inhale and let it out. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. In forward fold, you can bend your knees a little bit, letting your chest and belly rest on your thighs. You can have your hands holding your calves or ankles, your hands down on the mat in front of you. You can even cradle your elbows and just let yourself hang. Point the top of the head toward the mat. Take a big inhale and place your palms down on the mat. Step back for plank. In plank position, I want you to find your alignment. And when you do, shift forward on your toes. Drop your knees to the mat. Untuck your toes and lower down. Inhale, come up for baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Next inhale, come all the way up to cobra. Shoulders down, back away from your ears. Sink those hips deep into the mat. You can drop your head back too, if that feels good. Come out of it and lower down. Come up, shift back, toes are touching, knees spread wide. Inhale, exhale, press down for child's pose. In child's pose, your hands are out in front of you. With each exhale, you're pressing your chest and your forehead closer to the mat. Release all that tension out of your hips. With each breath, try to feel yourself opening up even more. Inhale, come up out of it into hero pose. So in hero pose, the back of your thighs are resting on your shins. Sitting up tall. Gaze is forward. You can also come up onto your toes to give yourself a stretch in your feet and your ankles. Stretch out those toes. Come back down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Drop the left hand down to the mat. Extend the right arm overhead, gaze at your fingertips, and let it out. Breathe deep into your rib cage. You may even feel a sensation going down into your hip. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring your right arm down to the mat. Extend your left arm overhead. Gaze up at your fingertips. With each exhale, open up and breathe into the rib cage. Inhale, come back up. Hands down to the mat. Come down into tabletop position. In tabletop, your fingers are spread wide. Arms are shoulder distance apart. Knees are hip distance apart. Engage the belly. Take a few deep breaths here. So from tabletop, we're going to go into a low lunge. I want you to bring your right knee out in front of you. Slide your back leg back. If you need to, you can place a cushion or something under your knee to make it a little bit more comfortable. Your knee is in line with your ankle, and you're at a 90-degree angle, thigh parallel to the mat. When you're ready, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, sink deep into the lunge. Try not to let your knee go over your ankle. Gaze is forward. When you're ready, come back down. Shift back and flex that front foot. That should give you a good stretch in your calves and your hamstrings. And bring it back down. Bring your other foot to the front. 90-degree angle. Shift that back leg back a little bit. And come up. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, sink deep into the lunge. Gaze is forward. And bring it back down, shifting back. Flex the foot. You should feel a nice stretch on the outside of your hip. Down the back of your leg. And bring it back. Your toes, lift your knees. Exhale, push back for downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. And just let yourself hang here in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, back parallel to the ceiling. Hands resting on your shins. And exhale, forward fold. Top of the head reaching for the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Come to the middle of your mat. Go ahead and spread your legs wide, wider than hip distance apart. Take a big inhale, and I want you to sink down for goddess pose. Hold it here. Engage your core and bring it back up. One more time, sink down for goddess pose. And bring it back up. Turn to the front of the mat. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Drop your hands down to the mat and lift that back leg up to the ceiling. Soles of the feet pointed to the back of the room. You want to make sure that leg is at hip level. It's parallel to the mat and the ceiling. You can point and flex the foot if you want. And bring it back down. Come back up. We'll shift over to the other side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat and lift that back leg up parallel to the ceiling. Soles of the feet to the front of the room. Again, you can point and flex your foot if that feels good for you. And bring it back down. Come back up. Turn back to the front and we're going to go down into yogi squat or malasana. So inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, sink down into a squat, resting your elbows on the inside of your thighs. Take a big breath here. And smile. Bring your hands down to the mat. Reach back up and come back into wide-legged forward fold. Reach in the top of the head for the mat. Bring your hands to your hips and bring it back up. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead and exhale, hands down to heart center. Let's go ahead and take it back to the floor. So come down into a seated position with your legs out in front of you, soles of the feet on the floor. Sit up tall. When you're ready, I want you to suck your belly in. And as you suck your belly in, I want you to lower yourself down to the mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Hands down to the floor beside you, palms facing to the ceiling. Take a big inhale, let it all out. Nourishment can come in so many forms. As you go throughout your day, nourish yourself with the good foods that you eat. Nourish yourself with positive thoughts and calming thoughts. Nourish yourself with a big cup of warm tea or hot coffee. Nice warm bowl of oatmeal. Do all the things that make you feel warm and cozy inside. Finding ways to love yourself and give yourself what you need is the ultimate form of self-care. One more big breath and go ahead and roll over to your right side. resting your head on your forearms. When you're ready, go ahead and come up with your legs crossed in a seated position. Hands resting on your thighs. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up overhead, and exhale, hands down to heart center. I hope you enjoyed this class today, and I will see you guys next time. Namaste.